Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go ahead and take the Captain Ginyu and the Ginyu Force team and his 200% team. We're going to take them into the legendary Vegeta event. I haven't really been doing these so often. Maybe occasionally, during like a content drought. Like I'll circle back around and I'll take, these major releases into the legendary Vegeta event and stuff like that. But I don't typically do it as often anymore. I feel like the red zone is just sort of like the natural successor to these events, right? But I decided to do this with Ginyu, and my main reasoning for this is simply because I want to do a video centered on Ginyu. That's it. I would like to jump into an event, and we'll go ahead and let Captain Ginyu and his team dominate. Because right now, there's, again, not really too much going on in Dokkan. So why not go ahead and let Ginyu flex his balls on the Legendary Vegeta event, A typical sort of type of like world tour video I've done before. Again, we'll go ahead and let Ginyu just sort of like stunt on the Legendary Vegeta event here with his team. We get the added bonus of bringing along EGL Turles' EZA. Now, Turles, of course, is going to look far nerfed in this setting compared to if we had him, with like another big bad bosses type unit. But hey, we are still going to be looking fine. The two Ginyus on each rotation are essentially just going to disintegrate this event. Not really too much going on here. I brought Tech Golden Frieza just to serve as sort of like a defensive like option for us. Like when we get to AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta, we can go ahead and just toss Tech Golden Frieza in like slot 1 and sort of let him handle business. But I mean, here we go, man. This is it, right? Like Captain Ginyu and the Ginyu Force are just absolutely incredible. Honestly, seeing the Ginyu Force just like be one of the best teams in the game easily, it really does make me kind of mourn for the Saiyan Saga Saiyans. Like, why did they not get this type of respect? Like, they really should have made Saiyan Saga, Graded Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz really work well together. And if they did, teams like Saiyan Saga would have been way better. You could have done some sort of combo build where, maybe on one rotation we'd have some Saiyan Saga characters, say, I don't know, LR Graded Vegeta as well as Nappa as a rotation. Then on the other side we could have, Ginyu and then Raccoon Goldo, right? We could have like sort of like a mix. The one negative about Captain Ginyu and the Ginyu Force team is that for sure these Ginyu Force members do not work well with basically any other units in the game, right? Jace and Birder do because they're like a Space Traveling Warrior support type unit, but a lot of these characters are not working particularly well with the entire rest of the Terrifying Conqueror category team. It actually is a bummer, right? Because Terrifying Conquerors, I would say, is definitely the best villain team right now, especially with AGL Turles being added to it, right? Huge addition to the category. But Ginyu, they didn't really do a good job of making Ginyu an outstanding leader for the Terrifying Conqueror team. And again, it's very sad because they easily could have done so, right? All it takes, because Ginyu in his kit, he gives 30% attack and defensive support to the Ginyu Force category, right? So Ginyu Force allies are getting buffed with Ginyu on rotation. Simply all they had to do was give him an additional, I think, 2 key to all allies. Is all they had to do, and we would have been completely good to go. Or they could have been like 3 key to all allies. So that way, it's like Ginyu is only supporting the Ginyu Force members, but, if Frieza's on rotation, Turles, Cooler, right, Bojack, one of these other powerful Terrifying Conqueror category allies, they would still get key support from Ginyu. So that would help Ginyu function as a better leader character, and it just would have led to, like, a more cohesive team overall for Terrifying Conquerors, right? It's, it is a bummer, but, it is what it is. That they haven't done a great job, I would say, with actually a lot of the 200% leads as far as being like good leader units, right? Like I do like yearn for the days where it's like AGL Turles back in the day was the movie boss leader, right? Or like AGL Kid Gohan would be a tremendous 200% lead, like an updated version of him that's a 200% leader would be incredible team to run. I want one of those, like, leaders that'll work well with their entire roster of units that you can run, right? Now, the other thing that's funny is, dude, we're not even going to be able to switch into Goku Ginyu in here. Like, at what point are we taking damage? No unit on this team. I guess it's AGL Turles. AGL Turles would have to get super attacked by Vegeta, is actually the only conceivable way we're even going to take damage. I mean, look at this team. We're running 650,000 HP. One reason is, guess what? Big Daddy Dick right here with his 20,000 HP. I've noticed when running him, this is what happens. He has such high HP. It really helps. Listen, nowadays, I'm a dirty slut for characters with very high HP pools, man. That's what your boy is looking for, because when you go into the red zone, you can have 900k defense. It doesn't matter. The boss is still supering you for like 400k, right? So you need a huge HP pool to go along with high defensive stats or good defensive tech and stuff like that. At the moment, I would argue that the red zone is actually more difficult. Or, not more difficult. The red zone is stronger, right, than the teams you're running. Unless you're running, like, one of the big anniversary teams, like, you know, Fuse Fighter. Like, you know, led by Double LR, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and you've got the LR Gods, right? You know, that team is, like, stronger than the red zone. But, like, that's it. All these other teams, I would argue that the red zone is actually stronger than your team, right? Which it's like, it's that way for almost like every single team in the game, right? It's like, I can't think of a difficult event that's come out that has been as hard as the red zone. Straight up, like, seriously. They did a really good job, I think, with making the 7th anniversary LRs so ridiculously overpowered that a lot of people were able to get victories in the red zone. But it's like, the one thing that, you know, I've been talking about a lot, and I do feel like people have, you know, come to the same conclusion, and that's, if you aren't running LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or the LR Gods, the red zone, it's like a completely different ball game, right? Like, going in there. Alright, hopefully physical LR Ginyu will eat a super attack. He won't take too much damage, but it might be enough for us to swap in the Goku Ginyu. More than anything, I would just love to get that, like, animation in this video and the voice acting. Please, Super. Because Vegeta hasn't Super this turn yet, right? Go ahead, Super. Go ahead. God damn you. Yeah, it's impossible to take damage. Ginyu is just too good. This is what this is what the best TUR in the game looks like right here. Would be this. This dirty, nasty, filthy boy. Alright, well, now we're gonna get to Evolution Blue. Oh, well, damn. Unfortunately, Vegeta, this is double-digit damage right here, so sorry, buddy. Thanks for playing. Yeah. Now that's a slot one unit right there. Pow, Vegeta. Alright, this was a joke, as expected. Again, I just wanted to do this more so because I haven't found an excuse to do a video centered around Ginyu and the Ginyu Force team lately. I've been trying to no-item Red Zone Broly. I've gotten very close several times. It's just he's the hardest fight in game's history, right? Like, it's very tough. Oh my god, dude, this is gonna be hilarious. We got all the way here, and then Vegeta's gonna super attack at the end, and he's gonna one-shot Turles. He would, I think, kill Turles. Yeah. Yeah, dude, Vegeta's gonna super at the end, and we're actually just dead. No way, man. Oh, perfect. Will this even do damage? I guess it will do a little bit, right? Okay. Whoa. We took a little bit of damage here, actually. Wait a minute. Nice. I don't think that was enough damage for us to transform into Goku Ginyu, though. No, and you're not doing damage. Damn you. Turles might take a little bit. Oh, I think we're actually going to be able to transform, because I think Turles actually might take a little bit of damage from normal attacks. He's at 200k, but he's going to get his 30% defensive increase from his super attack, especially if Turles additional supers. Yeah, so us using Goku Ginyu really depends on what Turles does right here. If he decides to double super attack, there's no way. Remember that Turles is giving the defensive support since we're going against a super class enemy as well? Oh my god. Well, of course you did. I think I have my Turles with like nearly full additional because he just eats off of additional so hard. Between the stun, the defensive increase, and then the stacking when transformed. Yeah, GG. Alright, well. No transformation for us. It is what it is. I tried. Well, I mean, I didn't try that hard to get the transformation. It's just, the GINYU's transformation is like a red zone exclusive ability because no other content in this game can touch this man. He's invincible. He cannot be stopped. Oh, by the way, all these attacks GINYU does are super effective against all types, in case you're curious. My god, did they made a monster. They did exactly what they needed to do, by the way, with GINYU. The way they built him is exactly the way he should have been built. That's, you know, if they're gonna drop a character like Captain GINYU or Raditz, this is what you do. But guess what? For Raditz, they didn't do this. They didn't make Raditz a killer, and they also did not give Raditz units that would help him out either. The LR physical GINYU Force, another thing, like, this is an easy A free-to-play LR. I think that this is probably the best free-to-play unit in the game. The more I use him, like, on this GINYU Force team, they're just insane. This LR physical easy A GINYU Force. Like, if I were to do, like, a rankings right now, I might put them as the #1 free-to-play unit in the game. They're up there with the androids, version Z Goku. Roshi is going to age well in that he's going to be useful for a long time. With the dodge, the revive, the stun, the seal, LR Roshi's a really well-designed unit. He's going to be fine, helpful for Super Battle Road stages and tough content for a while, right? They did a good job with him. There we go. That's a disintegration right there. I mean, dude, Captain GINYU, he's pretty good. It's just casual, just domination, decimation.